Grab your popcorn, grab your Coke. What is going on? Can y'all hear me? Let me get to where I can see if y'all can hear me. Paul Mills, my brother from another mother, you're the lowest chat. Can you hear me, buddy? Good to see all you guys. We got Marco in the house. I'm reading from the bottom up. Angelo, we've got my brother Paul Mills, got some of his knives to show off. We've got Colby in the house. We have got, let's see if I can get this thing to scroll. I've got a new mouse, guys. It's a trackball. I'm trying to work with the space, and it is a learning curve. Ginger Fisher 75, what is up, my man? We have got, let's see, who am I missing? I'm scrolling. Ground Fog. I'm glad you're here. You and I need to talk, brother. You won last week, I think, in a knife off, and you never emailed me. And I couldn't find you this week. I've got your NAF ready to go, but hold on a second. Let me make sure and this is just my ADHD, untreated brain jumping around. But when I saw him, yep, Ground Fog was the winner by not even a close margin. And I didn't get an email from the other guy either because I was going to send him out some swag, but we're all good. Ground Fog, I'm going to drop. It's it's pretty easy. It's just it's long. Javon's no little dealy do knife flicks at gmail.com. So that's where the winner tonight will shoot email, and that's where Ground Fog will email me, and I will get his stuff sent out tomorrow. I was going to say I'd get it sent out with Paul Mills stuff, but Paul, we're running a little behind. El Cap Addict, what is up, my brother from another mother? Good to see you guys so early. I jumped in here a little early because I got grief last time for playing music. Even though I was right on time, the way I look at it is when it goes live a little early, it gives people time to filter in. You can chat with each other without it kind of being grayed out. Because on my Apple TV, if I'm trying to chat with people before a live actually goes live, it's kind of grayed out and it's hard for me to read. But I'm an idiot and I'm old. So what do I know? Joseph Isabella, my main man whose work is out on, it's not in the camera. I only see one of them, has been a member for 17 months. Guys, what is funny is I'm trying to manipulate this. I don't know if I can pull it up. This big ass trackball thing is stationary, right? So it just sits there. And I've been trying to practice with moving it around because it works pretty well. Where my mouse was jacking up all the time. But I've used a mouse for 30 years. So it's a huge learning curve. It's been a pain in the ass. What's up, Kevin Weininger? 6034, moderator and a channel member. Thank you, buddy. Good to see you. And Colby's a channel member. I appreciate you guys. I know it's not feasible to always be a channel member, and I'm just glad you guys are here, and really do appreciate the support when it comes out, but I'm never expecting it. I just love having y'all hang out with me. Joseph S., what is up? And I was going to ask you guys in a little while. I was going to poll you, but let's see if I can actually do a poll. I think I have to go into all right, Major Powell, channel member. What is up, buddy? All right, give me a second. Let me see if I can do this poll real quick. And this has to do with the Tuesday nights. I'm trying to slide this big ass trackball. So if I wanted to, let's see, where do I do that? Click start a poll. All right. So it's a yes or no answer. Would to I'm typing, guys. I'm sorry. Here we go. And before I release this, because it's going to get a lot of hate, but the reason I asked this, because this is the one Tuesday night. We don't get a lot of people Tuesday night, but I know it's a kind of a low key hang and I enjoy it. But the question is, would you guys still come if I ran that live as a portrait or as a mobile? The reason is I've been watching people like Mike Emler who do shorts in the afternoons, these short lives that really, there's some content there, but there's not a lot. And they're getting 45, 50,000 views. And the one time or the couple of times I did those little shorts, they got a lot of views after the fact, those short lives portrait that y'all all hated. And I totally get that. I want y'all, that's why Friday Night Flicks will always be this or better. I hope it'll get better. But I'm thinking Tuesday nights, if I set it up, Addicted to Blades, what's up? On one of those streams where I got like 10,000 views after it, it was one of my first portrait because basically YouTube puts it in the shorts algorithm too, even the full length, 3-hour stream. But that live stream made me $12. It's pittance, I know, but $12 on a video is huge for for somebody that gets a couple hundred views, right? But the last thing I want to do is have people that are coming to hang around Tuesday night to jump in, see that it's in portrait. I never had a problem viewing. Where I had a problem in portrait or have a problem when I'm in portrait streams because I use an Apple TV and my phone is actually texting, typing. That's where to me it gets a little wacky. But y'all let me know. Have I published the poll? Let me publish the poll and y'all take your time. I will ingest it and I will and maybe I'll just do it occasionally. And I'm not looking to do a revenue grab, but the only way that I'm really going to pull in revenue is through a little bit of ad revenue, right? Because I'm not trying to do the e-beggar thing, but I've got a funny story that we'll talk about later, and I'm sure a lot of y'all don't care about it. But we've been talking about my buddy Aaron Imholt from the Steel Toe Radio Show. If y'all followed any of my lives, I joke about him because he's this radio guy who lost his job, who started a podcast, who's got a goal every day. If you total it up, it's like $108,000 a year, which is way more than he needs to run a podcast, but he gets it. He got arrested today, or a warrant was put out for his arrest today for revenge porn because the people he's been slamming on know that he texted 2 pictures, one of his ex-wife and one of his polycule members, the lawyer's wife, and he's going down. I won't talk about that anymore, but I sent Pocket Metal a link and I thought that might get him fished out of the rocks to come in and scold me. So I was going to show you guys a couple of really kind of cool things that I got in this week and there's a little backstory. And I learned about these through my buddy Tri-State. What's up, Pocket Razors? I don't know if y'all have ever seen my videos on my little Amsler Tools Hurricanes, these razors. Tri-State has shown them too. This is a full size, a standard. And if y'all see little bugs flying around, I've got these little things that got in today, but that is an S35VN Tanto little field scalpel that I wear usually as a neck knife. This one's an S35VN. When I was working, I would just carry it because it's got a pocket clip. I would just carry it in my shirt pocket like a pen. And it was just a great little utility knife. Well, then, and he sells on Etsy. is his main, but he's got a website and an Instagram too. But this is a mini Hurricane razor, and this is in MagnaCut at about 65, and it is a little, just super slicey. Both of them are, and they're super pokey stabby, right? So not only are they great box openers, they're just slicey little blades. So I was always a fan, and I bought both of these on Etsy. Well, I follow him on Instagram, and we're going to go there right now. Where's Instagram? There it is. Let me get to his page, then I'll share it. I don't know if y'all saw my unboxing this afternoon. You probably didn't, but those were them. Let's see if I can use, I'm trying to use shortcuts, guys, to see if it works on my, all right, here's Amsler Tools, American-made guy. He's got a full-time job, but he does this on the side. And what he started doing were the little hurricanes like I just showed you, right? Great little pokey stabbies. Well, he just came out, and I know I don't want to hear anything about the naming because this is a custom maker, and I'm sure he had no idea. And he probably, I think, made these maybe sooner, but this is his little pinion and pinion mini. And I'm going to show them to you in real life. What these are these are little combination. That's the mini, kind of like a light pry bar and a killer sheep's foot blade. And they are MagnaCut at about 64, 65. Look, and he's a cat dude. So he's a huge win. But then I was going to show you the big one next to the little one so you could get an idea, because I've got them both. I'll show them to you. Where is it? Those are the small ones, because the small ones are the Gen 1, and then the big one, I think he might just have 3D model on in here, but I'm going to show them both to you, because the 3D, well, let's just do this. Let's stop sharing. And so this is the full size pinion. And when I say full size, that's the Hurricane Mini. So we'll get a dimension, but I want to say in the sheath, it's 4.5 inches for the large. But what you've got is you've got this little knife with a super well done Kydex sheath. I don't know if you can see this little hole, which I'm going to show you, which is weight relief, which is a little different than this one, but that's where your retention is. So this really locks in. Makes a great neck knife because it weighs nothing. But this is actually set up for if you need to run an emergency hex bit, right? But the beauty of this knife is this little belt satin, super slicey MagnaCut blade. It ships with a whole bunch of these O-rings because you can put another O-ring right up here to get even a, I guess, a softer grip. I don't use them. But look at this. If you watch the unboxing, if you just go to where I cut, it's a therapeutic slicer. I couldn't stop cutting with it because it was just so, for a little blade with a factory grind. I'm going to have him on as a guest Friday Night Flicks either next week or the week after, depending on what's best for him. I think I'm going to have Leon Ma join us to show us some of the new stuff coming with Eutectic and some of the things he's bringing back with Leon Ma. And the one that I'm absolutely, Paul, what's going on, brother? Paul FTW, the one that I was showing my buddy A to Z today. Out of all the knives I have, this right here, this Leon Ma Field Duty EDC, which I got close to 3 years ago in G10, is my #1 knife in my collection. Not my most expensive, but the detent I've got a Liang Ma Cuff 3.0, which has good detent. It's a frame lock, but not like this. And I've got the Liang Ma Field Duty 3.5, which has really good detent because it's the model that came back from Riot after being tuned. But this little EDC is such a good knife, and it's sold out, and I don't know why they haven't done additional runs just like this. I was a little flipped out, and I want to ask Leon about it when I saw those cuffs at somewhere, one of the maker syndicates that had axis locks in them. I kind of threw up in my mouth a little bit. Hopefully he's not going to do that. And then this is the little guy. So the little guy is also MagnaCut. It just has the two circles. It doesn't have a bit driver on this end, but it does have the little mini pry. But I want to say it's got the same size blade. Nope. So those are two little knives that I'm checking out from Amsler Tools that Cole showed me a long time ago with these little hurricane razors, so much so that I bought two. We'll take a browse of his Etsy store because these little guys are, the small one is 105, and I think the large one is 125. And I have no affiliation with them, except he was nice enough, because I've done videos on his, to send them out for me to check out. And I waited while he got orders filled. I was in no rush. But let me show you and share with you his Instagram, because he's really doing, it looks like he's doing, I need to have a conversation with him, and we need to actually have him on Friday Night Flicks so I can see how much he's actually being able to build, because he's doing some stuff with Cerakote now, where before you had to wait for drops, because the little Tontos that I've got, although they're cool, he makes little Warncliffs. That's what our buddy Cole's got. Can y'all see that? Okay. I just went to Etsy. He's got a store called Amsler Tools, right? I follow him on mobile. I'm not putting in my address. That's why it's want me to follow him. So here's a Damascus razor. Again, the Damascus makes it expensive, but here's the pinion. And when you click in here, the one I was showing you, you've got the first gen MagnaCut. Whoops. I'm trackballing, guys. But then you can go to the large size, which right now is sold out, but it's 125. And the first gen, which I've got, is the Gen 2. The first gen that we're seeing here does not have that bolt driver. The other one does. And the mini size that I showed you, it looks like there are a few of those in stock, but they're made in America, made by this dude who makes other really cool stuff. And that's what I was going to show you guys. Is it showing? Nope. God damn it. It doesn't show. I apologize for the name in vain, but let me show you what I was trying to show you before, because it didn't go over with me. So these are in stock. He's got 4, but he's going to be making some more. And the Gen 2, which this is the Gen 1, the Gen 2, I know in the large size is going to incorporate that bit driver, which this one doesn't have, the Gen 1. But super sharp, MagnaCut, not practical necessarily, but if you're a box opener, if you like to have a small knife, and I've been wearing it as a neck knife, I really like the Hurricanes. The Hurricanes I carried in my shirt pocket. Now, the one I bought was 175, and then my mini, I want to say it was 145. Let's see which one I got. The mini, my mini was like 145 because it's got splatter paint. Let's see. Black with purple splatter. 140 is what I paid for my little mini. But this clip's so good, and it really worked well in my shirt. Titanium clip. And this one's MagnaCut. But he's making, if you go to his Instagram, here's the Warncliffe that Cole has, which had it been in stock, I would have liked one of these blades. And when you look, you'll see that he's got 4 different sizes. So I've got a 4. Let's see what sizes I've got. I've got the mini, the 4 3/8 by 1/8, and I've got the 5 1/4 by 1/8, the standard. So the 2049, which is the model number, and the compact are 2 additional sizes. So when you look at the prices, the Cerakote will make them different, and I'm not sharing anything. God damn it. I was trying to be helpful. I apologize, guys. I'm sure everyone's left, but I'm going to show you this again. I'm going to actually share it this time so you can see the 4 sizes of the Hurricane. So the 2 that I have are the mini, and I've got the standard is my S35VN. And then they make a compact, and they make a 2049, which is the model number, like the mini 2049. But neat little knives, and a really neat guy. I was going to show you a couple more of his blades. I don't know how many he has on here compared to on Instagram, but we're going to take a look at Instagram. You got a lot of reviews from a lot of people because he's been around a while. So let's do this real quick. Let me go to Instagram, and then I'll share it, and then I'll get back to what you guys are into, and I will apologize profusely for being totally disconnected as I'm trying to share, because sharing's caring. So I don't know what this is. I think that's a belt buckle, magnetic attraction belt buckle. Y'all tell me, or is that just a little pry bar? I think that might be a money clip blade. I don't know what that is. But anyway, he makes really, really cool stuff. Let me show you some of his bigger blades. Mainly the Hurricanes and the pinions now. But I thought, and if you're not following Amsler Tools, I'm going to drop just for shits and giggles because he's worth a follow on Instagram. Good guy. I like his content. But that's just me. Snow Trog, what is up, buddy? I just come back to the chat for just a second while I'm trying to find a bigger knife because I know I've seen a knife with a handle on here, and maybe it was on. That's not it there. I don't think that's one of his. But anyway, really neat guy. Cool little knives. If you're looking for something, this is, I think, one of his protos. Or is that no, that's a Cody's Carry poker knife. So a knife guy who's now making knives and has been for a while. And when I talked to him when I was trying to pick up mine a couple of years ago, year and a half ago, he was, working his full-time job. Oh, I've got those guys coming around. I like trash pandas, but I'll tell you guys in a heartbeat, possums are the sweetest mammals that we have hanging out with us that are wild. I'm convinced I could walk outside when my possums or the neighborhood possums are eating on my porch, and I'm quick enough to grab them. I've seen videos of people just snatching them up and they go totally limp. They don't necessarily play dead. They just chill. What's up, Hector N? You're not allowed on IG? Dude, that sucks. Again, you're not missing anything. My IG is where I started. I had an IG account for my family, and then they thought I was weird because as I got into the knife hobby during COVID, I started posting a lot of just knife flick videos, right? And people thought I was losing my mind, so I started my knife YouTube or my knife Instagram page long before I did YouTube. And I just would post up shorts because it was kind of helping me catalog when I was going through Kaiser, Civivis. I mean, if you look way back in my Instagram, it is like an absolute history lesson of a knife addiction gone bad maybe, or gone good, because I've been low key lately. Let's see. Let me go all the way, see how quickly I can share all the way to the back to show you the kind of knives I was posting. It's not going to let me do it anytime soon. And I don't think I can get it on auto scroll. I do have to show you all this though. Let's see if it posted. Yep, it did. All right. So today I was at my buddy's because I'm getting ready to show y'all a couple of knives that Brother Paul Mills sent in for me to check out, and I'm forever in his debt. But I went over to my buddy A to Z EDC and I got to experience this. Look at where the liner is, the release. Listen to the click. That is the brown cortex. Thin. It is much thinner than the FSD, and it is an absolute work of functional art. And this right here, we're going to look at in a second. This is Brother Paul Mills' Herman Sting, which I have fallen in love with. And this right here is Paul Mills' Shiro F3 D10. I'd never seen one. I really like it. Listen to that noise. And we compared it to A to Z's titanium. They're exactly the same. The only difference is there might be a 30-second difference in the G10 material and the titanium material, but they are negligible in size. And I think the G10 is a good bit lighter. And I'll be honest, I've never been drawn to Shiros because I'm not that blade shape kind of guy. What's up, Iron Butterfly? Howdy, buddy. I've never really liked those trailing point blade shapes, but it is an absolute fantastic knife. Let's do this. To me, and I saw one that I'll show you in a second that I sent to my buddy A to Z, and I should have sent it to Paul, but I've never seen a Shiro that has a flipper. And while my squirrel brain goes off, I don't know if y'all have seen the new American Blade Works that just landed at River's Edge Cutlery that have thumb studs too. This is LMAX and absolutely tuned to perfection. I love the texture. I've got to get Paul some measurements. I love the colorway, the dark gray. I've got a bug fucking with me. And this action is insane. So I've got that to look at. And then I don't know if y'all will be able to hear this. Did you hear that ting? The ting of the sting. You know what I say to that? I love, love, love this knife. Now, A to Z, my bigger buddy, is convinced he needs a Dragonfly. I did not watch Metal Complex's video on the B today, but I've got a new appreciation for Herman knives, and I want y'all to see something. Let me get my light. I don't know if you can see that writing in the back spacer. It says proudly made in Poland. But look at how that back spacer terminates. You've got an exquisite internal frame lock. And this thing, look, I want you to look at this, the polish on this blade. This one's Magna Cut. It's kind of a light stone washed. And where the genius doesn't stop there, look at the pocket clip. And all of them, I interviewed or reviewed my buddies or overviewed my buddy's Ishtar. But the pocket clip is totally milled down, machined down, and it's flat. There's no texture under the clip. It goes in and out of pocket like a dream. I've not even cut paper with this knife because I don't feel like I need to. I mean, can y'all hear that? Somebody tell me if that sounds different than this. No ting. Okay, I'm going to show you the, maybe it wasn't, maybe it was DLT. Hold on one second. Let me find it. Because I posted it. Did you? No, I didn't post it. Damn it. I feel real guilty about sharing, and I did share the compadre because I would buy one if I was buying knives. I think my padre is one of my best knives, and the compadre is a better size for me. So I shared that today on my YouTube, but I don't want to always be sharing links. But if I see stuff that's rare, this is a great knife. This Cupacabre. I don't know if y'all have had an experience with that, but let me find. All right, bear with me. Bear with me. Bear with me. Where was it? Let's go. American Blade Works version 7, Gen 7. Oh, shit. I've got to get another bunch of monitors, and I've got to get a a good powered dock to power them. All right. They are out of stock, my friend. They all were gone, but I'm going to show it to you from River's Edge, and then we'll see if we can find one. But I think it's a huge. I used to not be a flipper only guy for a long time. This is Magna Cut. This is a $200 knife, which I think is exceptional. Flipper tab, and you've got this thumb stud now. I'm a huge fan. I knew they were going to go quick, but again, when I saw these, I'd already put the link up for the Kunwu because I think that's actually a. Let's see if I can find that. Did I not share with y'all? Was I just sitting there talking about that, or did I have it shared? Jesus Christ! Uh-oh, Yellow Cat's here. Y'all are gonna have to hold on for 1 second. Let me pull this up and share it with you. So here is the version 7, Model 1 version 7 with a thumb stud. All right, kids, talk amongst yourselves. I have got to go grab the cat, feed this other cat. It'll take me literally 3 minutes, 2 minutes, 2.5. Be right back. And we are back. I'm sorry, guys. It has been crazy, crazy, crazy. Um, yeah, with the cats, the possums, the occasional hawk. Marisol, you hadn't missed a thing, dude. I showed a couple of slip joint or switch fixed blades that came in, and then you would appreciate this that I'm getting to check out, courtesy of Paul Mills. Listen to this. And this. So I'm going to have overviews of these, not reviews, because I'm not going to use them. I'll tell you what I use the shit out of, and I think the review comes out Sunday. And I hate to say it, guys, but I've researched Swiss Tech. What's up, Edgy? And they are up in Arkansas, which is close to Bentonville, which is where Walmart owns that whole part of Arkansas. So this is no doubt a Walmart company, but this is Swiss Tech knives. And this is one of their smaller knives. It's a little 6-inch, super thin D2, micarta handle, full tang, nothing fancy, $37. I have beaten the shit out of this trying to get the blade to roll. I've got, and I would go out and show you, but I've got this big hunk of oak that I'll go out there and I'll just scoop with like it's a cantaloupe. And then I've cut so much cardboard with it and it's still razor sharp. I mean, I don't have any association with Walmart because if you go to Swiss Tech, let me show you the other knives. Swiss Tech knives. And they've got a pretty cool website because what's tricky about it is you go look at their knives, and then when you click to buy them or go get more information, you go to Walmart. And then when you do some information on the company or investigative, but this is their site. The two that they had at my store, because I saw these as an impulse buy. This here that I wanted nothing to do with, but it looks like kind of a bar lock, kind of like a SOG. D2, but they've got some more bushcraft, and I wasn't big into that. I was they've got a double Barlow folder that looks pretty. This is the little the one I was just showing you. They've got a bigger one, the Craftig. I mean, they got German names. And the Haltbar. But when you go to click on any of these, they've got a multi-tool. This is kind of a cool looking knife. It's very basic. It's a kind of reminds me of a QSP Parrot. But guys, these are inexpensive. I mean, as you know, Walmart. But anyways, I'm not going to do a lot of promoting because I have to go out and buy them. But if you guys are at your local Walmart, walk by the sporting goods and just take a look because some of these knives for $30-$35 are good beaters. I mean, they're made well. The only thing, two things that I've got an issue with. But see, they're kind of getting into multi-tools and, whatever. But anyways, the two things I didn't like was the eyelets are kind of small. Shane, think about that with sheaths. There's a certain size where you have to get special hardware for these. I've been talking to Jason about it too because he uses the small hardware. The difference is concept, much bigger. These are the type of eyelet size you want to use because it allows for most hardware, mounting hardware. But so the hardware on this plastic sheath kind of sucked, but it has a little T6 or T8 clip, this plastic belt clip. So it's not an interior carry. I guess you could, but you can mount it scout. It came vertical, which I wasn't stoked about, but then I realized that I could take it apart. And the other thing that sucks about it in my opinion, I wanted to take the scales off because I wanted to look at the tang to see if it was treated, and I wanted to see if I could get that red G10 liner out from behind that canvas micarta. And you'll see you got a T8 here, and then you've got like two flatheads on the lanyard side here. But here, you've got a flat circle, nothing on it, and it's not captive. So it just freaking spins. No, it's Bentonville, Arkansas. Shane, I'd like for you to check this out, dude. I'm going to send this to you, buddy. Would you be offended to just let me know what you think of a thin little $37.88 knife that I bought as an impulse buy when I was buying my dad? You could sharpen it. You could test the steel. It's just D2. But I've really been liking, then I'll get into my American knives. I've really been rediscovering my Best Tech Sin, which was a Beyond EDC knife for a while. And something happened there. I'm not sure the politics, but I picked this up right after Blade Show. It reminds me a lot of my Vero Axon, even though it's totally different. And I think it's just the color and the fact that it's the Best Tech. Then one of my absolute faves that I've rediscovered. This is the Protech. Shane, when we bought our Protechs at in Nashville, mine came with detent lash. Yours probably had it too, because I know it did, because Jared talked about it. But about a year later, I started thinking it doesn't feel like my Malibu. So I reached out to Protech and I called them. I'm going to send it to you, Edgy. And what I want to send it to you in, hold on. American companies could learn a lot, because I saw a lot of posts about the bug out coming to Walmart. But this is how this was merchandised. And you think, oh, nobody needs more packaging. It's just going to go to a landfill. This is a $37 knife. You open it up, you've got the knife, and it tells you all the things about it. Underneath, it's a sheath and the lanyard. It's all sustainable. And I'm not a tree hugger, but it's all made out of recycled material. So they have come up with iPhone style magnetic closure packaging where it hangs in a case like that with the other knives, which is, to me, kind of inviting. I think a lot could be learned from this. So Shane, I'm going to box it up. I'm going to send it to you. And just objectively, I mean, I think it's great to talk to people. It's very boring, but my point was, a year afterwards, I reached out because it had a little bit of lash compared to my Malibu. And I got a lady on the phone and she goes, absolutely send it in. She goes, as a matter of fact, if you bought it from Dave in Nashville, that was our first or second run, and we had some problems with those, but we can fix it. I did have to send a $12 check, which I thought was fair for them to ship it back. And they said it'd take about 10 days, including weekends. It came back in 7 days. And my Mordax that I sent them had a beat up clip. They sent me a brand new Mordax. I think it was probably something they couldn't fix. But so not only do I love the knife, I love the company. I really do. I still say TRM for me is my number one, because they're such good people. They do so much for different people in the community, and you'd never know it. If you ever, I haven't done it, but if you ever call them, I know they did for Jason Brown, I believe. But if you ever say, I've got a cause, I know Monster Racing made out with two. I actually ended up buying one of them from Marco, Neutrons, but good people in our community. And there are also some shysters. That's just the way it is, unfortunately. But everybody, and we're not going to do it now, but we can do it before too many people get in here, because it's kind of like where did I put it? And Marsal, you are eligible, even though you're a Vosti hater. Or Kyle, where'd I put that fucking knife? Here it is. So I never tried a Vosteed Acorn. This is a pretty simple knife, 14C, liner lock. It's going to be bigger than a baby banner. It's a front flipper, glassy action, really nice forward finger choil, fits my hand like a glove. Shane, maybe a little much for Shane. Maybe not. I know Jeff was able to hold it, and I think Shane and Jeff's hands are about the same size. But from the simple stuff, the reason I like Vosteed, and we can say that they don't have original ideas, but they push the envelope because I'd never seen that center pivot lock, which never tried one, don't care about it. I loved and was blown away by the PSYOP, the top liner lock. And NFK 20, that had the top liner lock. And I know that's a Spyderco thing, right? But I love the fact that they brought it to market. They did it in a collaboration with Jeffrey Goff, Tough Knives, beautiful, beautiful blade. But I've seen some really cool stuff that I wanted to show you guys that American makers are doing. And let's go right here to River's Edge Cutlery. I think would be a good place to look because I think that's where I saw it. And guys, I probably will promote stuff because there are a bunch of different Labor Day sales, but all I try to promote are things that are hard to get. That way you can just look past it if you're not interested in it. But like I always go to DLT and look at their restocks. That's where I've always found my jewels. So this is River's Edge, and this is a great knife. For $249, Magna Cut, aluminum. I'm a big fan. Using the super lock, which I think is kind of risky. But the knife I wanted to show you guys, they've got a lot of flipperless 3.5-inch hinders. You used to never see those in stock. Tells you how great our economy is. Got a Eclipse harpoon. I like the 3-inch Tontos. That's what I would buy if I was buying knives right now. I would probably get the working finish, this one right here, because I'd switch the scale out. That's what you got to think about if you ever get into the hinderer market is look at the scale color. Ooh, and I'd buy this too. I follow this guy on Instagram. Shane's doing stuff just as cool, but this is I think they're in Alabama too, aren't they, Shane? Isn't Boat Right in Alabama? And I know that Aries EDC had a rock hopper or two left. I would not go with the Compadre or any X-Lock. I think they're kind of lame. Where in the fuck? All right, maybe it was GP Knives. There are only a couple of knife stores I go to online to see the stuff that I'm trying to share with you guys. I'm not going all over the place. I got new items. And this is going to make y'all sick, but I'm interested in it. Never seen that, but that's kind of cool. It's expensive. Shane, pay attention. Look how little this guy is. Let's see what it's made out of. Doesn't sound American. 55 HRC blade material, titanium blade. Why the fuck? Australia. That's not what I wanted to show you guys. I was hoping, I'm interested in this. Is abomination if it is. This is thin. This is small. I think it's sexy. I don't like the sheath, but I like the little knife. I cannot lie. And I've got a lot of Benchmades, but I'm not a Benchmade fanboy. But where did I see? Because I know they're not sold out. It's a new American knife that's got a button lock, and it's not Chapman Lakes. And if I don't see it right here, I'm going to go to. All right, we're going to go back here and go to DLT. Boom, boom. Now, stuff like this sometimes clears out. But I urge you guys, if you're DLT shoppers, do not. Oh, they got one compadre. They've got 3 compadres. These are the smaller version. I think Duty's got a review up on it. And I love my Padre. It's just a little big. I don't get this. I don't get why the Magna Cut, and I know it's titanium, but I don't see why the Super Lock is $249 and this is $429. I don't understand, but I'm not a knife maker. I'm sure it's a different deal. Where was that fucking new colors of finches? If you guys were ever in the finch game, I've still got about 9 finches in my collection. I always look and think about doing. I'll do a couple more in giveaways. I'm gonna keep some of them. All right, so it's not there either. So I'm gonna go to USA Made Blades, and then I'm done. All right, we're gonna look at USA Made Blades. I'm not a big fan. Did I say that or think that? All right, Hinders. These interesting. Half track scale, some McNeeson stock. I don't know what it was, guys. I'm sorry. I guess it's because it's aluminum that it makes it so much less. Like almost $80 less than the Rockwall. And I think it's so much more knife. All right, I'm getting off here. I'm coming back to you guys. If any of you are left, we got a few. What's up, Scotch? Are you in town, buddy? Let me send you a link. I kept checking today, and hold on. Let me go to messages. Let me go to StreamYard. Let me go to copy that. Boom. That. All right, where are you? All right, this is frustrating. Coming back, guys. I've got a cool little care package to share with you guys coming from TRM. And Kaiser is sending me something to check out that I'm going to be able to put into a giveaway. I'm kind of starting to, all right, Scotch, it came to you if you're free. But Crazy Roach has been a member for 7 months. Dude, thank you. I hope you have a safe, happy, awesome holiday weekend. Oh, you're on the road? Okay, buddy. Don't type. Just drive. Listen, I'll try not to say anything that gets you too pissed off. But yeah, what was I gonna say? Paul also sent this knife in that I found to be very, very interesting. And petrified fish, I was a huge beluga fan. The mini beluga, actually. I gave that to Lee at Bama Knife Guy. But this, I forget the name of it. I've got it. I emailed it to myself because I'm going to do a review on this and then make it available if Paul lets me. I think that's why he sent it. I could be wrong. Mr. Eddie, what's up? Nobody listens to Eric. Why are you underwhelmed? I'm not underwhelmed, buddy, at all. It's just for me, a flipper only. I've just recently come back to even consider flipper onlys. And the one that did it for me was this Mr. because it's got such a minimal flipper. And it made me think because it's so thin and cuts so well that I wouldn't rule it out because I'm a middle finger flicker guy. So I like a thumb stud or I like a divot, something in the blade. And AW blades, I love the knife. I thought it was a great value. I thought Michael did a fantastic job. It just, for me to have a flipper only knife, I don't get that as much enjoyment. Oh, thank you, Paul Mills. But yeah, what I was saying is I'm starting to reach out to some companies and I've got to do it strategically because I'm not gonna promote it. I don't want y'all to get the wrong idea. But what I want to do is get in some good knives for the 15K giveaway that we won't talk about. We won't say there'll be a giveaway if I get to 15K. I'm just letting the shit happen, throwing out shorts. And when we get there, we'll have a Friday Night Flicks. Won't even be a big announcement. I will thank the people, you guys, on Instagram and on YouTube, but I'm not going to talk about a giveaway because hopefully it'll be the 40 to 60 of us that are in here. And hopefully I'll be able to get some really cool knives. I'm hoping this knife that's coming from Kaiser is a really cool knife. I know it's a cool knife. And they did add the thumb stud. Nobody listens to Eric on the version 7. There were a few in stock today. And they went kind of quick, but the good news is he'll get some more out. And also I sent, let's see, I think I texted it though. I saw a Shira Gorov today that I'd never seen. I forget the model, but it had a little flipper, not a thumb stud, but it had a little raised area here and a divot. Let me see if I did just by chance message it to A to Z. Hold on one second. A to Z. I think, and we'll look at it in a second, but I think that awesome Herman B with the puzzle. Have y'all seen that? I got a line of 6-inch fixies. I love it, buddy. Shane, let me know. I will save up. I will definitely find a way to get one from you. I'd love to have it and be able to show it love and carry it. Today I carried my little longer one of these on my chain. He sends it out with 2 titanium chains. But what's amazing about this little knife is the grind. It's just super, super slicey. And for opening boxes, it is a box slicer. It had a sheath. There it is. But so what everybody on a Friday carry? I carried this little 5th pocket carry knife. I did not carry a fixed blade. I'm going to do a review on that, and that'll be a giveaway. That is a S35VN carbon fiber tiny corvid. A couple things I don't understand about it. It doesn't have a clip, so I guess it makes for a 5th pocket carry knife. It's tiny, but it's super sharp. I carried my, I don't want to say the name because my brother Shane's in the room, but it's pink and it's super slicey and it's thin. It's in my left pocket. And then for the last few days, I've been carrying, because this was in my top 3, top 5, the EDC, field duty EDC. And I made A to Z EDC flick it a couple of times today because he hadn't flicked it in over a couple of years. And guys, it's so good. LMAX blade, super slicey, but the detent on it is money. I mean, I love the 3.5. I love my little cuff. But that's what I carried. Crazy Roach carried his Veratus, the Purple Haze Mitlaw. Ooh, Snow Trog. I got ahead of myself. Veratus Purple Haze and the Lander 2. The Brown Cortex XL. Beautiful knife. I handled one today that my buddy had. I don't know if it was an XL. I think it might have been. Paul carried his mini FSD and his Aries EDC Bloom today. Two fantastic knives. The mini FSD would definitely be the call, but to me, let's see if I put it on here, and I'm going to pause so I don't lose the space in the chat. So this is the one, and this may be the XL because I'm not familiar with it. My buddy pre-ordered it, but I liked it better than the FSD. It was thinner. The sound it's an actual thunder monster, but is that the XL? Do y'all know? Or is that just the Cortex? He pre-ordered it. Iron Butterfly, good. Did you get the sheep's foot or did you get the Bowie? It is a great little knife. The sheath isn't the highest quality, but I've not had it cut through at all. I carry it in my pocket, usually my front pocket or my back right pocket because I carry my phone in my left. It's beautiful, Paul. But I mean, the mini FSD, I've only tried the full size FSD, and the locking mechanism to me is more impressive with the FSD. But there's something about the way he's done that internal liner on the Cortex that to me is unique. Nick, let me see. Let me go back up here before I get to Nick. All right, let's go back up here. Scroll, scroll, scroll. All right, all right. So we got the Cortex XL was from Snow Trog, was where we were. And then the FSD from Paul and his Bloom. And then Iron Butterfly got his Cali today. Ooh, Mersault carried the Nordsman and the PM3 lightweight with AWT scales. What a win. The only AWT scales. What's up, Michael? Channel member? The only AWT scales I've got currently are for my best tag. But I've kind of quit buying spider techs because I've got the ones. The Audacious is interesting. But when I get to that price point, it's weird, guys. Hector stripped and vinegared his Jungus and rocked the scales and dyed them black. Nice, dude. But when I start looking at the prices of spider techs, and then I look at a $425 Medford, or I don't know why. It's not that I'm going to go buy the Medford. It's just that I have a hard time buying the Bodacious. When I did a video, I think it comes out tomorrow, the next day, and it's on American-made knives that you can get and not cost an arm and a leg, like the Benchmade Adamas, like a TRM Neutron, like a Emerson A100 Mini. I was trying to look at knives under 200 or at most under 300 because I did put the Microtech Ram Lock in there and a couple of others, but there are a lot of really good knives in that price point. A lot of them from Hogue. I mean, if you look at the price of a Deca, if you look at the price of Sheep's Foot, good call, Iron Butterfly. That's a good one. If you look at the price of the Ritter, what is it, MK1 R2 or whatever, the full size, It's just a great knife. And then you look at the price of that compared to a Hogue, or excuse me, a Benchmade Reptilian, and they're $40 difference. Carried my Evo 3.0 acid wash with red, white, and blue carbon fiber inlays and an RC Brown Jaeger V3 with nice, dude. I've got a very similar. I've got an acid etch. I think that's acid wash, maybe black stone washed Evo that needs a little blade work done on it because I slurry fucked it, but it's got some Pro-X Bill carbon fiber custom scales. And then I've got, I want to say it's the EDC Specialties. I bought it from a buddy of mine who bought two of them. I think it's the EDC Specialties Jaeger M flipperless. And then I put the Zerk pivot collar, Zerk clip, and Zerk backspacer on it because he ran out of black clips. It was supposed to ship with black hardware. It shipped from Riot with kind of just stonewashed hardware. And he said, just email him if you want to replace it. I didn't do it for like a year. I reached out and asked if it was still available. He goes, I've got everything I can send you but clips. Nice carry, Nick. Let's see. But what I love about my Evo, now that I've scratched the blade, is I carry it all the time. Scotching things is telling Shane, what's up? Mark Parks had his Cortex XL. Did they just hit? Because I know my buddy just got his, and he said it was like a month earlier than he was expecting. Ooh. So Rex, um, Shane and I traded knives, and it's Rex 45. So if Rex 45 is Rex 121 that much better, or is it a different composition? Is it similar but just harder, better edge? The things that make Rex 145 good, does the 121 make it better? I'll tell you what I experienced thanks to A to Z EDC was a Mule Team Spyderco blank that had a handle on it, but it was MagnaCut. And I think when I was trying to do some research on Spyderco's website about the Mule project, I was kind of impressed with what they do with that. That they kind of test different, not just steels, but different heat treats and stuff like that. Amsler, what's up, brother? Dude, this is our little gathering on the internet, and we were just looking at the mini pinion and the pinion Gen 2 in MagnaCut. I sent you a video on the unboxing, but I want to have you on next Friday or the Friday after to come in and chat with these kids and show them what's going on with what you're making. We were on your Instagram earlier too, looking at some of the stuff you're making. Because when I go to your website, I don't find the pinion. I do find them on IG and I do find them on Etsy. So we went to both. But yeah, guys, Amsler Knives, thanks to Tri-State, got me addicted to the little hurricanes. And when I was working at my corporate job, I would carry these just in my shirt pocket, just like a pen. And then if I needed it to open a Staples box or something, these are so sharp. This one's MagnaCut with the 80s finish. And then this one is the standard. There's one size smaller and bigger than the mini, and one size larger than this. This is the S35VN. Great size. Again, they ship with extra O-rings depending on how much. And you just got great clearance, very well designed clip, especially if you want to carry it in your shirt pocket like I do. but the little pinions are impressive. I love the way you set up the retention to that front hole. I love the little bit driver. And the thing is so sharp. I mean, I did therapeutic cutting, which every now and then on unboxings or reviews, I'll fall into this kind of trance where I get a piece of copy paper. And usually I can just run the knife through it because it's a factory edge, but I know yours are done by you. And I just sat there and cut paper for probably the better part of 45 seconds because they're just so slicey. Great little knife. And I like these guys as neck knives because they weigh nothing. And the review will be coming on these. But I'm going to try out a TRM Bulldog, which I'm very excited about because I hear the river lock's a little bit stiffer than on the Shadow. And then fixed blades. Are you guys, I know Edgy's into fixed blades. Got my second 3 and bitch got stripped and patina before the day was done. Hector is on the ball, man. Paul, I'll make sure that the Etsy store is where I bought both of mine. Well, no, I bought one. I bought the standard off Blade Binge, but I bought my first one off of the Etsy store, but more brittle. Gotcha. So for somebody like me who just cuts cardboard, that would be a good thing because I'm not going to be using it hard. I'm not going to be using it where the brittleness is going to be a problem. Neil McKenzie carried the Kubi Cadmus, the Pink Classic SD from Missy Ellen. Nice. Tiny Sog on the key ring. The Folo Mauve Mini Light. Ooh, an S&W MP Shield number 9. I'm a P365 guys, but I respect, much respect. I've spent a lot of time with that at the range. Because math. That's right, Major Pal. It's got to be. More numbers, better. More numbers, more better. ENG pretty fly. I saw him the other night at Pocket Metals. He's in the midst of a corporate relocation where because he and his wife work for the same corporation. They're easing from, if I'm not mistaken, Oregon or Washington. I think it's Oregon to Dallas. All good. It's just taking him down a little bit in terms of being able to be doing his stuff. Gotcha, my man. It is such a great little model. I can't wait. Like I said, I'll cut with it probably through the weekend and try to get a review up early next week. And I'll probably do them both together since the edges I've noticed are a little bit smaller. The mini is, but great sizes. I mean, I think of them for my pack pouch, or if I don't carry the little small packs like a lot of people do, but it's just a great little tool to either carry as a neck knife, carry it with a clip, or throw it in your pack. Definitely handy to have in. Pretty fly for a knife guy. And Edgy, if you want to come in and show anything off, feel free, buddy. Just tell me, I'll send you a link. I would love to have you. And if you guys want to, y'all let me know if everybody's gotten up and been able to leave a comment in that giveaway that's pinned up at the top and in the description. Major Powell's carrying his new to him large Benz 31. Beautiful. Jack Wolf, little bro Jack. Nice. Small Victorinox and the little titanium Raylight flashlight. Since you said the word first, I've started carrying again my pink bubblegum Feel Good. I've got 2 Jack Wolves. I bought this one and I bought the low drag. Bought the low drag first, but carry this one so much more. Dude, the edges you put, I didn't know, were you using a Wicked Edge when you were doing the hurricanes too, because those things are wicked sharp. And those aren't easy to sharpen. Jeffrey, how do you like it, buddy? Is it cutty? Spyderco's are so good. My Sage 5 is slicey beast. Probably my most slicey. I'm gonna grab it. It's the Watu. I don't know if y'all have seen that, but I still regret not buying the one from NAF Sergeant because they had killer scales. Hold on. Houston, we have a short problem. The cat has slipped in, so give me 2 seconds. I'm going to get him on his way out without getting mauled. I'll be right back. Come on, buddy. I'll get you some food. Sorry, kids, we're back. I need my caffeine. So make sure everybody goes up and registers. I'm going to see how many people have registered, and we might do the giveaway early because I think MC may be live. Let's see. Because you do want to be here to win. See how many we got. Let's see how many we got. God, that was my stomach. Oh, no. Yeah. All right, stop. Scroll. We have 56 comments. 50. Whoops. Nope. Don't want to do that. 56 comments. So, guys, I am going to let y'all decide. Do we want to wait a while for people to come in? We've been on for an hour and 22 minutes. I'm not going to go anywhere afterwards, but we can probably do the giveaway earlier if y'all wanted to. Ed, take that piss and come back and decide. Let me look at the poll and see how that's going, because I have a feeling y'all are not wanting. Oh. Nice. So right now we're at 70%, yes. So guys, please keep in mind, I'm fairly new to making. Dude, you are improving daily. And that's the beautiful thing about buying knives at different times of people's knife acumen, or whatever you want to call it. Show you a couple of great examples. So this is an early J-Cal. Pretty rustic, dark Ultim handles. And then here's one. You don't have any chamfering on the sides, but this is like a little mini kind of gripper style. And then he really started working on his Kydex. And this is a totally different design, but I mean, you can tell in every knife that I get from him, the plunge lines, the whatever you call this top line where you grind from, there's still little imperfections, which I think make it unique, right? It makes it custom. But nonetheless, I could go back in my room where I've got the first little knife I bought off him for $40 I gave away in a Friday Night Flicks, his first little prototype. And I kind of hate that I gave that one away. But the first one that I got was a chisel grind. Let me grab it. So when Jason started, he wasn't even set up to do Kydex. So he wasn't doing anything with Kydex. But this was the first little knife I bought from him. And it is a little, I want to say 1095 chisel grind. But what I loved about it when I saw it was the micarta handles and the mosaic pin. But then, and I've got so many J-Cals. I mean, to me, that's just so whimsical. That is such a little gut hook. Again, mosaic pins, sharpening choil on both sides, and fantastic retention. But you're going to come a long way, right? With each knife you grind, you're basically taking another class in grinding knives. So I think it's a huge win that you're doing it. And I think there's a lot to be said. And look at knife collectors that you get a famous knife maker and you get one of their early works, it's going to have value. Oh, he's going live tomorrow night, Crazy Roach. That's cool. I'm hoping this guy comes back. And if Palmer comes in here tonight, let me know, because he sent me this guy's Instagram. This is Savant Knives. And this is his Simpleton in 3V. And he says on his personal page that he was going to hope to start making knives again in late 2024. And this is a wonderful little 5-inch knife. I love the little knot at the end of the handle. It's just a winner. Why aren't my comments scrolling? A Sabins is something I'd eventually like to add. There's so many that I used to just be cuckoo for, and I'm still there's still several that I really want to grab. Jay, there's a link at the top of this chat, and it's also in the description of the live. It's just an entry video. It just tells you you've got to be 18, have a U.S. address, and you just leave a comment in that, and I'll pull a random comment from that, and then chat some in the chat so that you get to know people, they get to know you. And yep, we'll do a drawing here in just a little bit. It's 9:36. We'll do it about 10. We'll see. Pizza lover, what's up? Jim Teglifera, what is going on, brother? Good to see all you guys. Kyle Coonley, what is up? Knives are life. Good to see you, brother. Channel member, always good to see you guys. And we will be having a member giveaway probably next Friday. I've got something in mind. It's very cool. Just curious, what would be the jack book? Just curious, will the jack wolf fixed blade? No, I don't think so. The Jack Wolf fixed blade is thinner. And the Jack Wolf fixed blade comes with a coffin shaped sheath, which is really cool because the way it's a Warncliffe, you can carry it right or left because it's kind of an ambidextrous sheath. You could carry it in there, but it wouldn't carry tightly. And I'm real particular, especially with the leather slip, that they fit well. Well, Kydex too. I haven't had the balls to carry this yet, but I still just admire it. And you can still get a few of these on Amazon if you want a canoe weight. This is the Tops Little Roughneck. And it is a chunk. And then I've got my little Paul Mills gift from Scott at Aries EDC, my little glow in the dark pedal. And I mean, when I say glow, the carbon fiber glows, the G10 glows. It's super sharp. You know, it's interesting that you say that, El Cap Addict, because back when before I wasn't employed, I was reaching out to Medford because I wanted a actually, if it wasn't too much, I wanted a clip for all three of my Medfords. This is my Slim MIDI clip. My MIDI Marauder clip has the exact same thin clip as does my Infraction. And it goes in and out of pocket really easily, but it just doesn't have a lot of strong retention. I.e., if I was doing my Keanu Reeves somersault shit, it might fly out of my pocket. And so she told me very nicely in an email that, you know, no, they didn't sell the extra clip because they make another one for this knife. But I could send it in and they could replace it for me, right? And I didn't reply. And then about 30 days later, I got an email from her and I saved it telling me that they would indeed ship me the clip, but they would not be responsible for me having any problem reassembling it, which with the Medford clip, it's a little bit different because you actually have a bolt on the back side of this, a little bolt. So you have to take the scale off or the bolt will fall loose. It's not threaded. Really neatly done. But I'm thinking now, except it's $85, but it looks like this. Hold on. And it's a much better clip. I'm convinced. Medford replacement. And I wish Lynch would do one. Let's see. Medford. It's this one right here. Hold on. Hold on. Medford. Yeah, where would it be? I don't want to flip all these knives over to find out which one matches. I want to say maybe it's this one. Let me see, guys. Nope, that's not it. Because it's got a vertical bolt pattern. And I found the freaking clips, and maybe they were on. All right, that's similar, but that's the same type of problem. That one would fit. The one I saw was wider. What is that? And that one looks a little better even. That looks like it would fit, but that's not the clip either, damn it. Last chance, then I'm gonna get out of here. I'm gonna take a look at this one. M48. So I get one view. All right, that didn't help. Anyways, here we go. Wasn't that one? Maybe it was a 187 clip. I don't know. It was one of these clips, but I'm thinking about sending or ordering one in to see if it makes a difference. I love if you are looking for a slim MIDI and you like S90V, DLT has a lot in stock and they do S90V exclusive, which to me is kind of cool. Let's go DLT, boom. And let's go slim MIDI. One thing you'll see is there are a lot of Medfords in stock, just like their Hinderers. I mean, I think right now the market's a little soft. So the S90V, usually they're S45, but DLT's got a great selection, right-handed and left-handed. There's some S45s, but their exclusive is the S90V. 585. I wish I'd gotten the Tanto. I got the Tanto in my MIDI Marauder. But I don't carry it nearly as much because it's so thick. It is a freaking chunk. But it's smooth. Hey, Palmer, do you remember the guy's name from Savant Knives? You told it to me once, and I found his Instagram. All right, have all y'all give me a number 2 in the chat if you've not registered for the giveaway. Number 2, Ben Kissel. All right, let me pull him up while y'all think about if you've registered or not yet. Ben. Followed by Cedric and Ada. I don't think that's him. Hold on. I will find him. So do y'all want to do the drawing kind of early or do y'all want to do it a little later? It's totally up to you guys. So I might have another one I can slip in just randomly. This is a good knife, and I've seen some grief. I saw something on Instagram, something where somebody was saying that reviewers were talking it up, and it's a shitty knife. This is the Pyrite Light, and it's like under $40, and it doesn't fail. Button lock, AARPM 9, whatever you want to call it, and then the grip on it is great, and it's thin. Do it. All right, what we're going to do is we're going to draw first for the little mini acorn. And so what I'm going to do is I am going to click that off. I'm going to go here. Give me just a second, kids. I'm going to go down to this. Where is it? Where is it? I know it's here somewhere. There it is. All right, now I'm going to go here. I'm going to go here. Let's see if it'll let me share it from here instead of going on. Go. Whoops. Shareable link. This may not work. I may have to go back and do it again. Hold on a sec. Let's see. Let's see what this does. And then I'll share it if it takes it. Paste. Boom. Find duplicate users. Do math. 15. Boom. Boom. Comments. All right. So it is working, guys. So go, if you've not left a comment at the video at the top, let's do so. I'm going to refresh it again in 1 sec. Watch the ad for the chicken sandwich, which is making me hungry. And good news, by the way, guys, I found out that the food poisoning that I suffered, or the virus, was probably a virus. I don't think it was food poisoning because I went back. Ooh, I took it away. Hold on, let me find it. Let me find it. Let me find it. Oh, man. Oh, man. There it is. Open. Change my icon. Boom. We're back in business, kids. All right. So I'm going to kill this ad. I'm going to go back and get the link. Go back here. Paste it again. Filter duplicate users. And guys, this is for the Vosteed. We'll do something else shortly. 6, 7, 8. Boom. 66 comments. All right, here we go, guys. Can everybody see? Let me make sure. Yeah. All right. Where's my, oh, here we go. Show random names, 30 seconds. Wheel of names. I'm going to do spinning names. All right, guys. Good luck. This is for the Vosteed. It will ship in the original packaging. The 30 seconds may be too much, but I kind of find it. And then this person's got to be here. So once we draw them, we have to find them in the chat, which shouldn't be too hard. Mayor Salt is in the chat. I saw him earlier. He is the winner. I'm going to. Mayor Salt, you still in here, brother? I'd have a hard time taking it away from Mayor Salt. Congratulations, Mayor Salt. It's not an Olight. Yeah, but it filtered it, dang Ross. I don't think it gave you an extra chance. Congratulations, Mayor Salt. We're going to do another drawing here in just a second. So the Vosteed. You're welcome, buddy. I'm going to drop my email in here and just shoot me a email. I'll get it sent out to you tomorrow. Vaughn's Knife Flex. Whoops. At gmail.com. Just shoot me your address, buddy, and that way I can have your email address, and that'll allow me to send you tracking. It all works together. So, congratulations, Smear Salt. Now, again, we're not getting out of here, but while we are kind of just chilling, we could come up with a either numbers giveaway, or I could do what's up, Lancelot Leather. I could do a random StreamYard chat, which you know how I feel about that, but I'm willing to go with what y'all. I know what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna do another poll. I am gonna do another poll because I can. Give me 1 second here. Let me set it up. Let me kill this poll. We're at 70%. In poll, create poll. Whoops. That's not going to work. Let's see. Start poll. All right. How should we give away CJRB? And I'm going to put 2 choices here. Whoops. I'm going to add one more option. Or here we go, guys. Start poll. Must contain between 1 and 35 characters. What the fuck do you mean by that? What? All right, I'm going to take that away. We're just going to go with 2. I don't know why it's not letting me delete. Damn it. My polling's not working the way I wanted it to. All right, so 1 in 35 characters. That's fine. That's fine. That's fine. So let's just do start poll. Let me start the poll. All right, guys, drop in the comments, numbers game or random StreamYard picker. I kind of like the numbers game, but just because it's more random. But I know that it's a pain in the butt. It used to drive me crazy. So we could easily. Neil McKenzie says numbers. Palmer says StreamYard, random, 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 random. All right. We'll do random this week, and we'll do let me do this. Hold on. Let me see if I can find that link. StreamYard. Whoops. I'm still a little bit hobbled by my mouse. Random. And before I do this, I've got to grab my Celsius. Where is it? StreamYard tool. There it is. All right. I'm going to get y'all to put something in. We're going to do hashtag. This is going to require spelling. There are 2 capital letters in it. It does require a little spelling and a hashtag, and I will leave it up there for a while. Let me get it collecting. Boom. Let me share it. It was already sharing. How did I get it to go away? Damn it. Pyrite light, guys. Paul, you need a wrench? I think I just closed out. Hold on. I'm gonna have to go back and find my streamy. Hold on, let me find it. Let me find it. All right. I just got to open another tab and I've got to go to the stream and I've got to find you and give you a wrench because I can't do it through StreamYard. So I do apologize. But it is happening as we speak. Sit tight, young man. Now, if you abuse the power, the tribe will turn on you and the wrench will be removed. Because with great power comes great responsibility. All right, let me find you in here. Paul, right? Wasn't it Paul Casper? Isn't that who asked? Paul, you are now a mod, my friend. So you can share links. So we've got 39 and we got 62 in here. Guys, I'm telling you, this is a good little knife. I know it's not the most expensive thing. It comes in the original packaging. It is a laser beam. It's got a great choil, Warncliffe blade. I've got to do some sweeping, man. I've got paper piled up. While y'all hit that pyrite light, I'm gonna check on the cat real quick. Can y'all hear me? I'm trying to use my little Stream Deck mobile. So like I can push, tells me it's 10 o'clock. I can go to a bunch of websites, share stuff, mute my thing. What sucks, I can do stuff like this or that or that. But StreamYard, unfortunately, no, Ed, you're still good. Just type in Pyrite Light. We hadn't given this one away. This is the CJRB, super thin, super slicey Pyrite Light. I should keep some of these around for like budget reviews, but I'm not about that. Let's see what else we got here. I can put on my Rochambeau voice, my Cole voice.
My real Cole voice.
Did y'all hear my throwing star go across and hit the wall? Dr. Drew, dude, what is up, brother? Crispy, what is up? Mom, buddy. Master Joda's in the house. I was showing off one of Master Joda's. I've got several little clip slips for my slip joints, but I'd have to remove my. I was stepping on my cord. This is a little second I bought from Joe off the EDC Roundtable website, and all it's got's a little scar for the cow, which I think is personality, kind of like this knife. Ground Fog, email me your address, brother. Your knife is still right here. And it's a banger. It's a chopper. Weird Tanto. I put a screaming edge on it. And I got the box. But yeah, kids, get in there. Leave your pyrite light. We will draw for it. Paul Casper, what's going on, brother? Cheeto Mineral Collector. Cheeto. All right, buddy. Cheeto Surfer. I didn't even see who I was live tonight. I've been following the A&M Holt shit, so I've been kind of out of the whole. Let's see. Let's go to my homepage. Where is it? We got bees. Got about 200 in there. If any of y'all, we got Friday night Hold. We got nothing good. Not on my homepage, at least. I do want to see this Metal Complex video. Let me stop sharing that. And let me start sharing this. Because I've been seeing this knife on Instagram. I think Jared has the one I really want to see. That's beautiful. But I think Jared has a puzzle piece one. Hold on a second. Let's do this. Boom. This one right here. Yes. Look at that.
Inset. This kind of reminds me of a globe. This brown one with that satin. Oh, look at this. Oh, I love that color right there. That orangish red. I just want to thank everyone who but it's almost a 3.5-finger, but way stronger than the sting, the micro sting. Sorry, the mini stings. My sting has got a very strong detent.
Which one is it?
My micro stings all have light detents. Now it's still the reliable flippers. Like, you're not going to fail them, but this one just feels like it's tuned a little bit better. Even if I try to.
Anyway, I love the pattern on that. I'd never seen anything like it. Oh, was I not making it big enough? Let me make it big. Come back. Share. Whoops. And let's do that. Boom. Let me make me bigger. Hold on. Whoops. Let's do this. Let's pull this off. Let's do this. Present. Share. Whoops. I thought I just shut it off, guys. I thought I just shut it down. Thought I shut it down. All right, now I'm going to make me small. There we go. That's what we want to do. All right. Let me do this.
Fail it. Yeah, you're not going to fail us. And then you can crank that thing out if you want.
But what's impressive is
this one. I would consider this a medium-sized knife. It's very
the way that
and materials, period. Oh,
the way that
but my micro stings all have light detents. Now it's still the reliable pivot oil. And then this is a titanium card. And you can get all the details right there. You can see this is a Damas steel 61H.
Anybody got any guesses on what we're going to be looking at? Because I'm going to find it. Let's see how much it is. What do y'all think? I'm guessing $1,700, and I think I'm very low. I know it's going to be more than that. Hold on. Let's see. Was it a B? I think it was the B. Maybe not. Let's see. I know it wasn't the Ishtar. Yeah, they don't have it in stock, but this B, let's see how much this one is. Okay, that's not going to help us. The base is about 700, so I'm guessing, yeah, between 9 and 1,400. I think you're probably right, guys. Because again, if you look at it like on their Instagram page, just the display, I mean, each of those puzzle pieces are individual. I mean, that's where I first noticed it, was looking at some of these close-ups. Let me find it. Here it is. Share. Boom, 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 boom. Show me some close-ups. Let's get to it. Let's get to it. See, I like the plain blade. That's out of focus. I like that one just like that. Number 41. B doesn't say the price. But here's a close-up. Look at that. Look at that. That's a different knife. That's an Ishtar. But that must be a new pattern that they're kind of getting into. And they just do some wild stuff. Not my jam. I like the plain. I kind of like the plain titanium. The clips are amazing. Great knives. All right, kiddos, did everybody? Fed Harrison, what is up, brother? Let me put my comment back up here so you guys can all leave a comment for the CJRB, our second giveaway, our surprise giveaway. Where is it? Right here. Boom. Boom. Anybody that's just coming in, throw some love in the Pyrite Light. Hashtag Pyrite Light. What's up, Weldon Carey? Good to see you, buddy. Great to see you, Ed. I hope you're doing better, buddy. Dean Griffin, channel member. I think I said hey to you earlier, but I can never remember. Lancelot Leather is not a mod. Hold on, people. Let me get him a knife, a wrench. Let's go to here. Let's go to here. Let's go to here. Boom, boom, boom. Open that. Pause that. Go down here. Find my brother Lancelot and mod him up. Joe, you can share links. You can protect yourself from renegades like Shane. Let me get back to the giveaway share thing here. and y'all drop those pyrite lights, because I'm gonna let it go till we'll let it go till 10:30, unless y'all need to get out of here. We've been going just a little over 2 hours. What else do I have cool? Yeah, I don't have a lot of new stuff right now. Paul did send in some really cool stuff. One thing that I've been wrestling with showing, I was going to talk to Paul about this, because last time I did a review on a knife like this, I got tarred and feathered, which is okay. But check this out, guys. I'm going to stop sharing for 1 sec. Do y'all know what that is? Salt, it just broke, dude. I got a replacement, but it was the weirdest thing. Let me add this to stage. Whoop. You're exactly right. 1931 Leatherworks. It is the green thorn. And all I can say, it's why I really can't review it, because I can't find anything bad to say about it, except it's a blatant, copy. But what's interesting is when you do a Google search of take care, Edgy. Hey, if you wanted to log in a little while and grind online, let me know. But if you go and you search green thorn, it took me to AliExpress, and that opened Pandora's box of mainly Shiros, a lot of Chris Reeves, a lot of hinderers. Certain knives that you see, certain knives that you don't. So since I'm going to get all the hate anyway, let me just Google it. And let's go green thorn. Boom, boom. And we'll go to Allah. And what's weird is they vary in price. And I think that's because of blade steel. See, that one's $379. Is that must be a original design? Because that doesn't look like a Shiro. It's an integral. Yeah, that's an original design. Fuck off, AliExpress. So you got a few original designs. That are probably done pretty well. But that's pretty damn high. So when we get into the more salacious stuff, 147. It does not say, or does it say Idaho? No, it says something. And I saw a lot of hinderers too. Hold on. A lot of Shiro lookers, a lot of Chris Reeves lookers. But I came across a pile of hinderers. Are they called green thorn? Yeah. All right, hold on. And then I'm going to get out of clone land because I'm sure I'm pissing people off. I just didn't know this shit existed. I'm not going to jump out and. Let's see this. HINDERER. Boom. Unless they took it, go away. There's some. VG10. They don't look the same. I mean, they similar, but anywho, enough of that crap. Let's go back and share our giveaway because we're about to draw for that bad boy. Hold on a second. Let me go. I even sent Dark Gravity a link to see if he'd be free. I haven't seen that fool since Blade Show. God. All right, let's see how many we've got in here. We've got 58 entries. We've got 68 people in here. Guys, I'm getting ready to draw for this bad boy. Give me a 1 or give me a 2 if you need a little more time. I'm going to give it 10 seconds. If I don't see a 2, I'm drawing this bitch. 10, 9, 8. Yes, it is, Todd. Post away. Post. Ginger Fisher with a 6, Last Ranger with a 0. Gary, what's up, man? I got a good foot picture the other day. I rubbed one out to it, and I felt better ever since. Here we go, guys. We're drawing. It's not letting me move. I got to stop sharing. Boom. I got to go over here. Okay, it's not letting me get to the fucking tab. What's the deal? Oh, here we go. Now we're there. All right, let's share again. My new trackball is causing me cognitive dissonance in a big way. Can y'all see that? Let's see. All right, good luck, everybody. Michael Upchurch got in. Anybody else need to get in before I drop me? Anybody else need to get in? Okay, Ginger Fisher gave me a 2. Dr. Drew Dude. Ginger, you need to get in there. I'm going to check for Tippy one more sec, then I'm coming back. We're drawing. Boom. All right. All right. So we got Tippy back. We are going to draw, kids. 5, 4, 3, 2. Anybody come in late? Here we go. Little Rip Tater Chip. Good luck, everybody. Let me get my little handy dandy notebook out. And it is the man, the myth, the legend, Jim Tagliafiera. Congratulations, Jim. He's on a roll, and he is going down. Jim, I've got your address, buddy. You do not even have to email me. Let me find where my list was. And I do need Ground Fog to email me from last week. Where did I put that? All right. All right, I'm hunting my note that I started tonight, and I can't find the freaking thing. Where was it? Hey, Chip. All right, y'all gonna have to bear with the fool, because if I don't put it with the Vosteed, all right, this is about to piss me off. I'm looking down, kids. What up? All right, this is bullshit. How did I lose that fucking page? All right, this is aggravating to no end. Because I don't want to go back and watch to see who won. Yeah, I don't have shit in my book. And I wrote the other one down just a second ago. That's just crazy. Y'all talk amongst yourselves. Enjoy. Where is it? Where is it? There it is. God damn. Number 89. 89. And then we got the CJRB to Brother Jim. To Gliafira. Awesome, kids. I was sitting there recording in my book. If I don't write it down, I've had to do it twice now where I've had to go back and watch the live. Because if people don't email me, I've got to track them down. And a lot of times I have to go back and watch. For the doorknobs, I prefer the heavy. I definitely prefer the heavy for the doorknobs. It gives me a lot more oomph. So, I just had a screen. I hit a shortcut that just jacked me up. You've got a very, very regal beard, dude. Looks like a just big ass lion. Let's get some music in this bitch. I didn't turn on my little. So what do you guys think about fidgets? Pocket Metal is in the house. What's up, dude?
Not much. How you doing?
Man, I'm just killing time. Talking about
why in the hell is your icon up there? Is that a Mexican pizza?
It is, because earlier I was saying that I had to take the painful test. I could not live with the fact that it possibly was the cause of my sickness. Right. I wanted to say it was a 24-hour bug, so I balled up and went down there and got 2 of those son of a bitches and ate them. Had 2.
You have some weird background music going.
Yeah. Let me turn it off.
Like, what the fuck is that noise?
That's my that's my mood music, man. Look, I could go with what I started.
Like some weird video game or some shit was going on in the background. I was like, what the fuck is going on?
No, I wouldn't play that kind of music. That's what Metal Complex plays. He plays the 8-bit. Let me find my disco song. Where the fuck was that?
I totally was not trying to. So, were you having technical difficulty a minute ago or something?
Yes. Well, no, I couldn't find where I wrote in my my winner from earlier, Mersalt. And I was trying to add Jim Tagliafiera, and it was in my little.
Make sure you send Mersalt extra Olates. He loves them.
I will. I've got a couple of extras I'm gonna throw in. I wasn't gonna tell him something. He'd bail. But no, these little plastic fidget boys. This guy 3D prints them. And
yeah, someone sent I think Mersalt sent me one of those. I don't know where the hell he got it from. Where is it?
Well,
It's
I
just over
thought
here on my filing cabinet.
I thought the one I
This little
sent
thing.
you- Let me see it. Yeah, similar, but the one I was going to send you is Fidget Boy's the little brand, and this looks like a little Game Boy,
That's cool.
and it's just a little 4x4.
I use them as magnets on my filing cabinet because I'm, you know, I don't know.
Well, you might be more in the age. I've got the beeper.
when I was a young warthog, my cousin had a pager because he sold drugs.
That's what we did. Yeah, your beeper would go off. Check this one out. You know what that is?
Is that a little boombox? That's
Little
cool.
boombox. But they're pretty cool. I mean, he does good work, and he started. I saw a review that somebody did on his first run of titanium, and they're not titanium; they're aluminum. So I guess he's taken these molds and he's gotten somebody in China to machine them out. I think it's hard to get machine space here, or to get a small run of something like that done. Because I know that was his goal. Because he made everything else here that he was 3D printing. So what do you got going this weekend, buddy? For the long weekend?
Work.
It's a normal thing for me too.
Just
I'm in
working on
scandal mode. My mom had a tragedy this morning. Her second cat, she put one down 2 weeks ago because it had cancer, and the other one had cancer, but it was doing well and got hit this morning.
That's
So
no good.
we dealt with that. No, well, man, that's unfortunately they just don't stay around that long, So the way I look at it is like I hope to be. I don't want to get old, sick, and linger. I'd rather be out on my skateboard or out chasing a squirrel and just get zapped out before I got real sick, because he was starting to get tumors again. So I think it's all the way it should be.
Yeah, that's never fun.
No, it's horrible, dude. And she's at the point where and I don't know if y'all saw earlier, you weren't in here, but damn Yellow Cat has been, now when I open the door, he just comes in. And last night I had to follow him around because Tippy was asleep in a box. And I followed him around to make sure he wasn't going to spray, but he was just checking out the scratching tree and the cat tree. And then he walked back out. And I'm like, dude, you can't just come into the house because it's going to get ugly. Tippy's going to just go off on you.
Sorry, I'm laughing. I love when people give little tidbits about needing to go grab a cookie. Yeah, we honestly, we happened to go to the store this week and someone was standing out front, and I mean, I wasn't trying to be rude, but my hearing's bad. And so I usually don't just start random conversations with people, but the dude said something. I thought he was like, "Do you want candy?" And I was like, "What?" And I kept on walking. And then Chamiette stopped and he had 2 kittens. So now I got 2 kittens.
Did you bring them home?
Yeah.
Where are they?
Where are they?
Are they like, are you having a seclusion?
Yes. First of all, we thought that our cat Ben was going to be okay. He actually acts afraid of them.
What we did with
hilarious
is I had a little small laundry room that had a gap under the door about yay high. And I'd put her, she was in there for like 2 weeks. And the other cats, I had 2 at the time, big cats, we kind of lay at the door at night and just smell her, they got kind of familiar without being together. And then when Tippy joined the pack, or whatever you want to call it, she was fine. She didn't get fought with because, they're little cats. I think even the big ones can tell.
Yeah, I mean, these things are little as shit.
Bottle feeding them?
No. We had cat food. They took to it. We went and bought them kitten food. We need to get them into, go see a vet and shit and stuff like that. But it's fucking holiday weekend now. So, and it just happened the other day we grabbed them.
Well, they're at least they're safe, right? I mean,
yeah, it was, the city we live in or closest to, it's not actually, we live out in the country, but the city we live closest to, we figured they were best coming home with us. And we were talking about, we weren't going to originally get 2, but it was a little brother and sister and we didn't want to split them up. And so, and you can tell like when they are away from each other for just a couple of minutes, they start crying. So, fucking what the, if we're going to take one, might as well take them both.
Yeah.
So yeah, we have them just in our side, like the bedroom and the bathroom on our side of the house, or the room that we stay in, I guess I should say.
Are you gonna let them stay in the room that y'all stay in this morning? Because they're gonna be noisy, whiny the first couple of months.
They've been fine. So far. They do, they take little cat naps and then are up playing around, knocking shit over. So we're trying to kitten proof the house because they just fucking will try to get on everything and attacking cords and shit like that. So that's why I don't want them anywhere near my computer right now, because the last thing I do is need a cat frying itself on my computer plugs.
Right. I was gonna see if I could look. I bet I can't find this picture of Ashley, my German Shepherd that passed away, and Tippy. Ashley's the one that actually, I guess you would say, housebroke Tippy or got her into the circle of trust. Go way back and see it. Here we go.
Yeah. They've been pretty funny lately, or so far, just like endless, just bouncing around, like,
That's when Tippy was already kind of grown, but I mean they were total BFFs. Let me find a smaller one. Because there's one where she's sleeping.
I never understand people that are like, I hate cats. It's like, what? I don't know. I don't hate dogs. I don't hate cats. It's like maybe there's a cat that's an asshole, or maybe there's a dog that's an asshole. I've had dogs that are like way more, like you go to someone's house and it's just like slobbering and trying to lick you and shit. That annoys me way more than a cat that just stands off in the corner and judges you silently.
That's how we took our walks every day, man. We would get out and push around the neighborhood on the skateboard. I wouldn't make her pull me. I'd just push. She loved that shit. But I'm trying to find the tiny Tippy and Ashley, because Tippy, when she first came out of the laundry room, she would only eat dog food. She didn't want anything to do with cat food, because she thought she was a dog.
Yeah, these luckily they're not, we went and got kitten food, dry and wet, and they seem to fucking eat whatever the hell we put in front of them. They're not real picky, which is good. I don't know if they were eating a whole lot before we got them. To be quite honest with you.
I'm sure they're very thankful. They're very thankful.
It's been interesting. Haven't had a kitten in a long time, so.
Well, I mean, congratulations, dude. That's exciting. I mean, that changes the whole dynamic of the house, and there'll be a little stress, with the other cat, but they'll end up bonding in a huge way, because the other
more just trying to
threat.
Stay mindful that they're constantly running under your feet and they like to attack feet. So it's like, they're like this fucking big. So having to make sure
are they the same color?
No, it's a little, like with the gray and black stripy one is the little boy. And then the little girl is like, yeah. And the little girl one, it's got like similar stripes, but it's a lighter gray and like a lighter gray stripe. It's a cute little couple.
That's very sweet. You'll have to start.
I see the sun every morning. I watch the sunrise every morning.
You and me both.
And then I go to sleep.
At about Paul, thank you, dude. It sucks, dude. But like I said, it was fate. Not that fate's a good thing, but I think because she's had tumors removed before, or he has, Ollie. But he was starting to get him. You could feel him in his stomach again, and it wasn't going to be good. But I get up at like 6 o'clock. Don't get up, but go out to the cemetery across the street. I've got this little drone I picked up, and I fly that thing over the cemetery. I only crashed it a couple of times.
I was out there this morning in the. I do have a problem getting to that's true. I needed to get to the post office to send a knife, and stuff like that. But I definitely don't, get to the post office on time. That's for sure. I did walk out on the front porch this morning, though.
Do they still have GECs in stock? Because I saw that they were doing a drop.
Oh, no. I'm guessing all that shit sold out pretty fast. They have some in stock. Oh, I just saw that comment. Yeah, I wouldn't know.
Let me look. I'm looking right now.
Yeah, I'm interested. That'd be hilarious if they still had some.
I'm telling you, man, that the market is soft right now. I mean, I look at my own personal. Let's see. Here we go. That's Rose Creek. That's Venom. Tall Boy. I don't see him.
It should, the first page should open up to like the drop.
Yeah, I think they must be, because I saw the drop much earlier today.
Yeah, I saw he sent an email out and said that they were doing it. So if you, there's nothing on. Let's see.
I'll tell you what I'm thinking about buying, and he's got a lot of these still in stock, and it amazes me that he does. But I was always a big penguin fan, and this is the regular size penguin, but this is his exclusive. And yes, it's Ultim. They're out of the titanium, but it's S90V and it's a hollow grind. See that blade?
So I found, I'm just looking, they all say unavailable. There was a Shat and Morgan drop and GE, a few different GEC models, but they're all, you know, completely sold out.
Yeah,
the Shat and Morgans were definitely something that I was a little bit more interested in, the GECs that dropped this time around.
Congratulations, dude. I didn't mean to interrupt you.
Oh, go ahead. I'm like on the page. I'm not even looking at the
I was just congratulating Ron on his Voodoo. It's a great knife.
What's the 21? 32,
I just put these toxic scales on mine. It came with the black carbon fiber. I switch them out from time to time. This knife comes apart so cool.
Oh yeah.
It's got internal screws too.
I screenshot it the other day. I saw that. I'm terrible at remembering. Dude, yeah, I mean it's there. It's not going to go anywhere. So whenever, you know, the 21s. So I saw fucking Levon was selling some of his knives. He had GECs that I'm guessing, you know, from the way he, you know, mentioned it, that they were all just, you know, things he bought and then kept in a fucking tube. But I think he was, you know, the markups on them were, you know.
Was he hitting for what they sell today for on the secondary?
What's that? Oh, he was. I mean, you know, hey, listen, I'm not trying to.
They were just rich for your blood based on what you wanted to be.
Well, yeah, I wouldn't. There's ones that I've bought in the past that I paid more for just because it's something that's like harder to get. But and I'm surprised they haven't redone the 21s. Where the hell is? I had one sitting on my desk a minute ago. You know, same. It's the Sodbuster minus the cap lifter, just a little, you know, regular smaller size Sodbuster. They were running them every couple of years, but this year they ran the bigger one, and then the year before that they ran the one with the bottle cap lifter. So it's been a couple years since they did the one without it.
Hey, if anybody's looking for a mash, I've got 3. It's probably my favorite Devo. But Kyle Coonley's got one with a fresh polished edge, mash 2.
Which one's the mash?
Let me grab one.
Or wait, yeah, 71. What am I thinking? 21. What the fuck is 21? Is 21 the bigger one? Oh, I can't remember anything anymore. Oh yeah, that's the bigger one. My bad. I got the numbers backwards. I'm with it as fuck.
So I've got a mash 2.
Nice.
It had no pivot collar, and it was in 154 or 14C. And then I've got some 2.5s.
You would think I would know that since I'm holding the smaller one in my hand. It's just that the number, you know, I got to take my glasses off to see these numbers.
154.
What? Hold that up again.
Maloney is a member for 13 months. Thank you, buddy.
Oh yeah, right. That's the thinner the thinner guy.
Kind of the thinner guy. It's really my favorite because it's a hollow grind. It is light, but they've also got the titanium ones. Thank you.
Yeah, Joe. The 71 is the smaller one. So there you go. And
check
somewhere
this out.
around here, I have it sitting because I took it out of my bag yesterday. So yeah, 21, 71. I had it backwards as well because, you know, I just follow suit, but you already have the big one, so you know how much smaller this little guy is. But yeah, they haven't. The last time they ran them was, what year is this one? 22, which was the 2-blade one.
Check that out.
Yeah, I've played with Herman before, and it's like, I don't know.
Mark, I'm not talking about that. I put it up. It's not mine. That was for me to try out. I'm not showing any more fakies, but I got a real one that Paul also sent me. Have you ever seen
what?
A Shiro? Have you seen a G10 Shiro Goroff?
No, I haven't handled any Shiros. Oh, is that a that's a real one, or is that an AliExpress?
No, I've got an AliExpress one behind here. This is an LMAX Shiro, legit in G10, and I'll tell you the green Thorn, which I really don't want to show again because I feel guilty.
I understand, you know, hey, it's made real well and everything, but just looks wise, it's such a kind of
blatant. And I'm not gonna. I decided, even though I wanted to review it, it doesn't have the Shiro logo. It's K112, but the action.
So that's your AliExpress like version.
Yeah, it's the one that was sent in for me to check out. It's the green. It's green Thorn. So if you go and you Google green Thorn knives, it'll take you to AliExpress.
Yeah,
they've got original designs too that are like $300-400.
I've heard of them because the knife, when I was watching the Knife Modders, I haven't watched one of their, I don't know if, I'm guessing they're still doing live things.
I haven't seen anything. I haven't seen them do anything.
They used to do live shows, and when I was watching it, that's what they said they would buy those to practice on, because they were like, for all intensive purposes, usually like almost identical, like as far as you know, dimensions and shit.
And the material
they could practice on, you know, what would essentially be, you know, the idea of a more expensive knife without having to, you know, chance fucking up something that was, you know, several $100s when they could have got it for whatever the fuck they paid for those, you know, like under $100 or some shit.
Right. And it's a great palette to practice on, right?
Yeah, I'm assuming.
At least this is Air Levy is Jack Wolf. Easy now. I've got
I forgot. So what did your test say whether or not you know, it was the Taco Bell pizza that made you sick? Did you get sick again?
No, I did not. That's why I put it back up there, because I'm tempted to go after this and grab a couple, but I think I'm not. I think I'm going to just have my Kung Pao chicken and some other snacks, just kind of take it low key. But no, it did not. I ate it and it was fantastic. And I just had to cross that bridge. I couldn't just go and wonder, was that what put me down?
I mean, the thing is about that kind of stuff, it could have just been, you know, whatever the fuck, like, you know,
cross-contamination
like they had in at that time or something. I mean,
yeah,
that's what
they'd have cut some bad lettuce and gotten cross-contaminated.
Yeah,
like
they used to have green, was it green onions and they kept people kept getting sick from the green onions at Taco Bell, and so then they fucking stopped with the green onions, and you can never have them at Taco Bell again. They stopped like a couple years back using them because people, you know, salmonella or some shit, I forget what the fuck it was, people
and that's just people not managing their food right. Because I wouldn't think, maybe it came in the onions, because I know we've had some problems with the food chain having shit that was bad, where you get a bunch of bad stuff.
So this is something that, and I don't know if I mean, I'm not trying to, because I it's hard with reading text. The way it goes with all of these places, there's only X amount of items, so anyone, like everyone can have the same number of items in their cart. It's whoever actually checks out, the fastest gets the item, right? Just because it's in your cart doesn't mean that it's there. That's something that I always see a lot of people, and I'm not saying specifically you, Rob, you just happen to mention it this way, but that's a lot of people are like, oh, I had it in my cart and then it was gone. Well, that's like saying dibs, right? Just because it's in your cart, you may not actually pay for it. So until the money's gone through, then you didn't get shit.
That's a fact, Jack.
That's how all companies work, except for these just happen to go very fast. I have like 10 million things in my Amazon shopping cart right now, but it doesn't mean I actually have them, right? So
did you hear my gossip earlier about the steel toe guy, Aaron Imholt? Charges came up last night. He's got a warrant out for his arrest for revenge porn. That's that goofy steel toe guy.
Who? What?
You remember the guy I was showing you that begs for money on YouTube, steel toe?
No, I don't have a clue.
We've talked about him. Look, you got to see. He was in a polycule with his ex-wife, and this is.
Yeah, dude, I don't know. But yeah, that's what I kept telling people that were interested in getting them, that.
On.
Yeah, it's and that's what I've tried to explain, is that it sells out fast. Most people use like Apple Pay, so that way all your information is in there ready to go, and you just hit pay, or like like a Google Pay type scenario or something like that. But I think Apple Pay is supposed to be the fastest.
Apple Pay is what I use, and I still get burned.
Yeah. I think that, some people, it's just, and also I guess there's been like one time people got real pissed because he had the time up there and it has a countdown thing, and maybe the countdown timer was slightly off from the thing or something, but I've spent more than that on most of the ones that I have.
And the bottom line is, if you keep trying, you'll eventually get in. I mean, that's how it's been for me on a lot of different drops back when I used to chase drops.
Yeah. And there's still like, some of, and it may not be one that you're interested in, but some of the models, the recent ones, the Clerk, and I'm trying to remember what the fuck the other one was. It was some other like, name from government shit. I can't remember, because it was a Congress-esque pattern. You can still get those on the secondary for under $200, and that's not bad as far as I'm concerned. But yeah, the drops go crazy. Chamiette's doing good. She's just been having her hands busy now with the two new little bastards running around, trying to keep up with them and make sure they don't fucking do something stupid. Joe wants to get the 71, which I don't know where the fuck I did with. I might have one in here. What were you going to say, Javon?
No, I was just saying, is she back there wrangling the cats?
Yeah, somewhere between there and fucking when we came home, there was deer waiting for us in the front yard. So she was outside playing with them and feeding those little guys.
I had my possums come up last night, and then the raccoons.
Yeah, I mean, and the Remingtons aren't bad. I bought a couple. I gave one to Brant, and then on a trade, I have the other one sitting around in a box somewhere. But it's essentially the same fucking knives you know, they usually throw them in on a run, like when they did this. Although they did the Remington large Barlow, but I don't think they did a GEC large Barlow. But when they did these, the little trappers, they made a Remington version. I just, you know, happen to like the non-Remington one because I'm not
y'all looking for a banging budget knife. They've upgraded the Miguron Moirel. It was $49. It's $69, but it's got like a black Damascus G10 handle. These two. That's a great knife for a budget knife. It was my budget knife of the year last year. And it looks like they also got some, where was it? Oh, these little Vosteed, not that, the Vosteed mink fixed blade warnies. I had one of the drop points. Nitro V, small little fixie.
right on. But yeah, these when they make this is like you know, they usually make a fuck ton of the farm and field tool you know, GECs when they make them. So when they make them, I bought 4 of them when they made them last. I mean, it was super easy. You know, I had emails coming from all the different fucking distributors, and I was able to snag one from like 4 different places. So,
hey, did you see these hit today? And I don't know if anybody's interested, but the Riot XO budget knives that are aluminum.
No, I don't have. That's
they're weird knives, but it's the same gravity knife, but they're not $299. They're $159 in aluminum, and I want to say, what's the steel?
good to those people who want that knife, I guess, in an aluminum version, right?
If you're interested in that, LMAX, so it's an LMAX blade and aluminum handle.
That shit could be all made out of aluminum. It wouldn't matter to me.
No, it's just I picked one up, and I think this is kind of a cool lock too, or a cool knife. The Bulldog, the Kaiser. I think it's
I see it.
Kind of got an aggressive blade.
It's very it goes kind of narrow there at the front. It's an odd
yeah, it's an odd shape, isn't it?
Yeah.
But see, I like stuff that looks kind of funky. I like seeing what's coming in. And Ultim, they got to get over that. We just got to let the Ultim go. And the clear shit that Metal Complex was so excited about, what the fuck?
I don't know what you're talking about.
There's that clear Lexan. He said it's his favorite Civivi. They did the Civivi Vision FG in clear Lexan, which is just clear plastic. Take the P out of the Ultim, and you got
so this is what I was kind of laughing at. Levon had these for sale. Now, I mean, I do feel fine busting on him for this. $250. He had the red one, and he was selling it for $250.
He was listing it for $250.
Yeah. I mean, it's on his website that they sell their knives and T-shirts and shit on there for, right? But that's like over $150.
See, that to me, that's kind of I can't get behind that. And I like Levon.
The thing is, you know, somebody may buy it. It's
right, but if you're in the community and you're a knife dude.
All right. So once again, that word community is such a.
Well, I'm just saying, if you think of it as friends, if you like, I mean, I know some people like MC, and I know he gets them for free, but he sells his for very cheap. And then you've got some people that
like everything.
No, but I think he gets most of his knives for free that he sells. This is the clear Lexan. Can you see that?
From here, it just looks like it's silver, but I guess that's because
it's clear. Yeah, it's like got a clear plastic
under it. I am still, and I will still always be on that. I think that's an ugly knife.
Well, it's a good. I'm a fan because it cuts good. But my point is, you can look at an audience, a lot of people, as opportunities to sell a knife for $250. I've got more chances. I would feel guilty doing that. Personally, I just would. But that's my problem. That's not his problem.
Yeah, I mean, I wouldn't
My
say
buddy
it.
A to Z would have no problem with that. He'd look at what the market would bear, and he's going to mark it up from that and let somebody talk him down.
Well, this like unless you message him, I guess directly, but it's on the website. Like there's not like a make an offer. I don't know if they sold or not. I just when I saw that he had like put a post up saying that he was selling his GECs, I wanted to see how much he was selling them for. And I went and checked, and I was like, "Holy shit, that's hilarious!" So I screen captured it just so I could laugh about it later on something like this.
He's proud,
and that's why when I say community, I don't just because the guy likes knives and he happens to be on the world's largest fucking social media platform. I don't consider that to be my community.
That's true. That's true.
Has he ever been in one of your lives? He's definitely never been to one of mine. I've seen a couple of his lives. They don't even talk to people. They give no fucking
thanks for people being there. Yeah, it's just they just listen to themselves talk. I've seen a couple of them. The Knife Nut.
Yeah. And, I mean, sometimes it's funny, but also it's also like one of the like biggest levels of I don't know, like snobbery and everything, the way that they talk about shit sometimes.
Well, I always kind of found it funny that he would whine so bad on his reels about Instagram not being fair. I'm thinking it's not fair to everybody. You know, what makes you different? And he'd have his talks with Instagram and then come back and report. Nothing would change.
Yeah, I was making fun of LeBron for his $250
what's that website? Do you know? Let me go. Yeah. Is it under Knife Nuts?
Yeah, I mean on Instagram, and then it leads you to his thing. But yeah, I mean, yes, but the thing is see, he has enough followers to where his Instagram is monetized. So that's why he has it that way. He has over the 10,000 people that you need for that to be something to care about. But anyone who doesn't have 10,000 followers and still wants to, for whatever godforsaken fucking reason, have their account set as a creator is just asking for problems. Like, why the fuck are you? Why? Just so it can say it underneath your name? That's fucking stupid.
It's not he's got a change.org petition for Fight for Fair Content Moderation. Then in bio site, Knife Nut Podcast. Is that the link?
No. There's a site for his website.
Yeah, this is his
They sell like some Russian import knives. I forget what the hell they're called. He gets them every once in a while.
GEC sale. GEC sales where it is, I bet.
Yes.
$199 for the Northfield, $120 for that one, $250 for the UN XLD 470120. $225, $650 for the GEC Blade Form Spring Street Barlow. That must be a rare one. Northfield 470120 Samber Stag 450.
Yeah, but they do, people pay that sometimes. So it is what it is.
So it's market bear. It's not what he has in him at all. Let's see what
Oh, of course not.
What their edition.
No, there's never been a GEC that's been sold
that's ugly.
That much money.
And I'm sure y'all are going to love this. I think this is an ugly knife. It's sold out, so nobody else seemed to think so. $395.
That's one of the Russian
like the
knives,
CKF?
I think.
Let's see who did
that.
No,
it's not like that. I don't think at all. I think they're much cheaper than those.
Well, this was $395. I was just wondering who the OEM was.
Yeah, I don't remember. I've seen him talk about them and stuff. To me, I think I don't know. Whatever. It's not my thing, but whatever.
Not my jam either. Dude, I held a sweet one today. Check this out. Let me find it.
This is the difference here is they haven't made these things in fucking forever. So that's why the price. And back then when they were making knives, they were only making a couple hundred of each one. Now they spend a little bit longer to try to get numbers out on each one, but
listen to this knife open.
the milling on the scales just doesn't do it for me.
Yeah,
it looked like if it was painted black and the stripes were like neon pink, it'd be like some 80s, cyberpunk looking like
Tron. It reminds me of Tron.
Yeah.
But dude, it's a slick knife. It's got that internal frame lock with that weird little
These are all knives that Backpack B is designing. That's what those are. They're all different ones usually.
I haven't checked that a bit.
He's been posting shit just on his, Instagram stuff. It says on them on the posts like art, knife design. So he's just been pumping out different designs through something. I don't know what he's
to get them. Is he wanting to get them made?
I think he's just, I don't know if he's hoping that a company bites. I don't know if he's planning on doing it. Lefty commented on one of them, "Hey, let's do a collab, whatever." But I haven't really talked to him about it or fucking anything else to that matter. I just saw that he's doing some.
Are these blades that are on here that look like real blades? Hold on, let me share it.
Yeah, I'm guessing he's got some sort of
photo program.
Yeah, it's
I mean,
AI generating shit type situation going on.
I'm not hating any of them.
No, they're nice. The last one he put out, the last one I saw was that one in the middle top.
I like this one right here. I like
that little thing is a little too big for mine, but if it wasn't if it didn't have that thing clipping down there on the front, it wouldn't look so weird.
That's not bad either.
No, yeah, a lot of them look nice.
That's something that Backpack B's got. I think he might be able to do pretty well with that.
Trestle Pines are not PEC, just so you know. It's a completely different company. They're probably a lot easier to get a hold of. I don't know. I haven't bought one. There's been a few that I've seen that I've thought about. You can definitely, there's the fuck is that new site that I saw that are selling a lot of those knives? Let me see if I have it open on my Instagram, like ASA or some it's orange. I don't remember what the fuck the name of the company is. But they have them listed there all the time. They're very the colors that they choose to make stuff in is kind of the drawback to me. And I don't know, it seems like they're not, something about them just doesn't seem as crisp looking in their finishing, but it's an American made knife.
I've got a little news for you guys.
Yeah, there it is. TSA. That's what it is.
I don't know if y'all are interested, but Axial just restocked their fixed blades.
That's the one. They won't do the fucking or wait, that's not even the same. I was thinking of the AK something that Boker does.
No, the AK1, yeah. So you got a Warncliffe, a Drop Point, and a Tonto, and you don't have to get. They've got cheaper versions, so you can get.
Here.
That was unavailable. Fuck. Oh, a Carta. What? I did that wrong. 9. I was trying to see which ones they have in stock. Maybe they just have the. Maybe they just have the.
Let me see here if I can find the Trestle Pines.
The inlays are the ones that they've got in stock. And they're a little bit more expensive, but they are all back. So if anybody was looking for these little Alpines, I got the Warnie, but I kind of wish I'd gotten the Tanto. But they're sick little fixies. They're exactly the same size as the AK1. A little bit heavier. That's also a really good one. Well, kids, we're coming up on 3 hours, and I've got Taco Bell on the brain, and Pocket Metal's got Kitten Strangle.
Yeah, dude, I'm looking at the website. I don't see where it says in the Trestle Pines. Like, I didn't watch the little YouTube video, but it doesn't say that, and I can pretty much guarantee they're not made by GEC, since none of these are patterns that GEC makes. They're like variations of stuff, but it's not, you know, similar at all. But hell, there's one on sale for $60. That's the other thing you're never going to see. I mean, like someone said, they bought one of the Remingtons that was made by Great Eastern Cutlery, but you're paying $200 for a knife. There's no way that anything they make is going to be selling for $60. That's not.
And you're right. Brandon is in the right place, the right mindset to do what he needs to do. Send me pictures of kittens, dude.
Yeah, we were trying to take them earlier as they were. I mean, they're like fucking popcorn covered in fur, right? They're like,
they're blurred.
Fucking, yeah, it's they're a handful for sure.
Kids, so, I love each and every one of you. I'm going to roll to the food place. Maybe not. Maybe I'll eat something here. But I love you guys. Till we meet again. Peace.
Have a good night, everyone. Did he hit end stream?